All right, boys, we are back, and it's time to continue living the life with General Zod. It's time to have our day with the Stanley Cup in the offseason because General Zod and the New York Rangers are your Stanley Cup champions. What a year it was, year two. All right, a lot of adversity in General Zod's career. Year one, up and down from the Colorado Avalanche. All right, then getting traded in the offseason for what was it, like a 5th or a 6th round pick, and then making his mark here in Madison Square Garden. What a great year. I don't have an alternate or captaincy just yet, but I guess that should happen for year two. It definitely should happen. So I don't know how long this video is going to be. I don't know what to expect. We just won the Stanley Cup, so this may be a little bit of a shorter video because I don't think I want to do any of the year two actual gameplay in this video. This video is going to be dedicated to the offseason and any of the options that we may have, and I want to go over some of the things that General Zod can decide for his future. Whether or not he should keep playing in New York, find a new team, we can do all that stuff, all right? So before we do that, let's just do the wrap-up. We'll get up to the draft, see if any interviews happen here. Yeah, there you go. You're now a superstar. Well done. It only took you 163 games to reach this milestone for Enforcer. Good job. Well, Enforcer Superstar. There's only one, the Snipe Forcer, who plays the left wing in New York City. General Zod, baby. All right, so post-game interview. You were taking some long shifts out there tonight. Did the coach have anything to say to you after the game? Are you freaking kidding me? Next question, please. Yeah, Jesus, man. Are you kidding me? We just won the Stanley Cup. You're going to chide me about long shifts? I just had a damn hat trick. I should have stayed out there for a 60-minute game. That's the one question I get asked after winning the Stanley Cup, about my shift length. How about how I feel about winning Lord Stanley Cup? God damn. I couldn't be more proud to see your team take home the Stanley Cup this year. On behalf of everyone in the New York Rangers organization, thanks for all your hard work all season, and especially during the playoffs. Well, thank you, GM. Does that say they're talking to me right there? Congratulations. Due to your efforts helping the team to make it to the finals, you've been granted 500 bonus XP. That's good. Make it to the finals. Well, we just won the finals, so maybe that was a little bit of a... No. That's probably in the right spot. Never mind. All right, so that's good. So I got a little bit of extra XP that I can use for my player going into next season. I don't know if there's going to be an off-season bump or not. I think I remember you guys saying that there is not. I can't remember what happened to my player last year. I don't think there was. I think there's just XP that you get for the end of the year, and that's your bump kind of thing. Just found out that from my source that your name was on the very short list for the Conn Smythe Trophy. I wanted to thank you on behalf of the New York Rangers franchise for your efforts all year. You've really made us proud with your accomplishments. All right, so I was like probably second or third in line for Conn Smythe, right behind Derek Stepan. So it was good. You know, he's thankful for that. New York Rangers, there you go, and Albany Devils, the Calder Cup champions. So it's going to be interesting to see what would happen in the offseason here. What do the New York Rangers need on this team? Our first line seems to be perfect with Stepan, Callahan, and General Zod, the grittiest, grindiest line in the NHL, and it can also still produce points. Derek Stepan, 30 points in the playoffs, right? General Zod, a 30-goal scorer. So that first line doesn't need to be touched. Rick the Dick on that second line is fine. Our second line center, who's our second line center? Richards? We do have a pretty stacked team here in New York. I don't even know what we would need. All right, so let's see any retirements here. This is actually very important because it's live the life. It's not GM mode. So Jerome McGinley is gone from Boston. All right. Shane Doan, he went to Chicago, but he's gone now. All right, keep going down here. Andrew Ferentz from Edmonton. Brian Gionta from Montreal. Keep going down here. Roosevelt, the game-winning, yeah, that's enough for him. Michael Roosevelt, his game-winning Stanley Cup goal. Remember, I got the hat trick, but San Jose, they got that goal with 0.8 seconds left. It was a 4-3 game. The fourth goal of the game was the game winner, and that came from Michael Roosevelt. So he got that game-winning Stanley Cup. He won the Stanley Cup. He's decided to go home. So thank you, Roosevelt. That was a great year for you. That was a trade, too. No, was it a trade or? I honestly can't remember. Maybe it wasn't. Sheldon Surrey, good. Matt Cook, good riddance. Olli Jokinen. All right, so there you go. There's all the skaters and goalies. Kiprasov, B-Ron, and Roberto Luongo. 2 years in, he's retired in Vancouver. At what, like 35 years old or something? What the fuck? All right, well, Vancouver is in turmoil now in this. All right, so, yeah, we'll go to, we got to go all the stats. And yeah, I should do a whole wrap-up player stats for the playoffs. We don't need to check the player stats for the season, but like the awards, all that stuff we can check out. All right, so Yeah, there's Derek Stepan. Yo, I was 1 point behind him. All right, I think I read a comment on the last video. Remember that penalty that I got at the end of the game? I checked that defenseman. They had their goal. They had their goalie pulled. If I would have been able to get that puck, it was a stupid charging penalty. If I was able to get that puck, skate up the ice, and score a goal, it would have been an unassisted goal. So I would have had 30 points. They may have given me the Conn Smythe if it was a tie. So I was right there. And Callahan, he had 24 points, but 2 games in hand. Right? If he had a really good 2 games, 6 points, he could have been up there as well. So that's what I mean about our first line. Our first line is great. All right. And all skaters. Let me just go to the NHL for all skaters. Yeah, Derek Stepan. Yeah, Zod, Couture, Pavelski. Yeah, it's the 2 teams that were in the finals. That makes sense. All right. Very good. Now let's check out the awards. I don't think General Zod would have won any awards, and I don't think I would have been considered a rookie this year, even though I was sent up and down all last year. You know, maybe I am still a rookie. We'll figure it out. So Stanley Cup, the New York Rangers. Yeah, last year was the Wild. San Jose. Yeah, San Jose. Yeah, oh, that was the President's Trophy, right? San Jose, Clarence S. Campbell, San Jose. There's the Eastern Conference. Art Ross, Steven Stamkos, Hart Memorial, Steven Stamkos, James Norris, Eric Johnson, Lady Byng, Zach Parise, Calder, Mark Scheifele. So General Zod was not able to win that Calder. That's what Colorado did to him. They destroyed his chances of winning the Calder Memorial Trophy. All right, Jacob Markstrom took it that year. And now this year, I probably would have won it, but I wasn't considered a rookie anymore. Conn Smythe, Derek Stepan, Vezina Trophy, Jonathan Quick, William M. Jennings, Jonathan Quick, Bill Masterton, Jamie Oleksiak, Frank J. Selke, Pavel Datsyuk, Ted Lindsay, Henrik Lundqvist. There you go, Lundqvist. Maurice Richard, Steven Stamkos. There you go. All right. So General Zod is still yet to take home any hardware, any awards, but that's okay. It's not the end of the. It's not the end of the day. Remember the most important award is the Stanley Cup, and that's all I wanted. We got that, so I'm happy there. Is there any... I don't know if I can check out like the scouting report and all that stuff for this year. I don't want to check out any of this just yet. No, we don't need to do anything. League news. Is there a way to check out the scouting report? Team news? No, really not. So let's just... Yeah, again, I don't know what to expect with this. We won the Stanley Cup. I was wondering if there was going to be anything different. The only interview I got was my shift length, so I don't know. Yeah, okay, simulate up to this day. Is it going to tell us who we draft? No, it didn't even tell us who we got in the draft. I guess we would have the 30th overall pick, so in year 2, nah, it wouldn't be anybody, I guess. Simulate up to this day. Do I get to re-sign, or am I still on my rookie contract? I think, yeah, years left, 1 more year. Yeah, it's 3 years on your rookie deal, so I still can't get my big payday. So this is what I'm talking about. You know, what should we be doing here in New York? How critical was it that the New York Rangers re-signed Derek Stepan? So we got Derek Stepan back. That is huge. Stepan was the guy we couldn't afford to lose. He's the glue that holds this team together. I don't know about that. It's about as important as flaw. No. It was a very smart decision by management. Hopefully it pays off in the future. This team's goal is winning the Stanley Cup, and Stepan is a player that we need to get that done. There you go. That's true. It's simple. All right. Teammates liked it. There you go. So we re-signed Derek Stepan. That's big news. I wish I could see how much you guys are re-signing them for. Is there going to be enough left in the cap to re-sign General Zod next year with big contracts like Richards, Nash, and Stepan now probably? What does Mark Stahl's re-signing mean? Oh, they got Mark Stahl back as well. Yeah, you know what? I'll just go with, yeah, Mark Stahl is a guy we place a lot of value in, and he's a nice guy to have him locked up, blah, blah, blah. All right? Oh, fans didn't like that. Get out of here, fans. Jeez, I just won you the Stanley Cup. Pick your battles. God. Brought the Stanley Cup to New York. You guys are going to complain about that. All right, so do we have any endorsements? Anything to do with winning the Stanley Cup? Come on, man. It's a big thing. I didn't even get to lift the cup. I don't get a picture with my day with the cup. I don't even get an interview saying how was it to win the Stanley Cup. You know, nothing like that. God, anything in free agency? Nope. Nothing. God. I was expecting a little bit more here, EA. Okay, so you know what? Since there's nothing going on, we can talk about the future with General Zod. I saw some comments saying that I should join a new team every single year. You know, become the first player in the NHL to win the Stanley Cup with every single team. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that in NHL 14. That's a lot of seasons. I want to always have a new goal ahead of me with General Zod. And with New York, we still have a goal to reach. I have yet to become the captain, and you know, a Stanley Cup is nice, But one of the toughest thing to do, especially in the modern day NHL, is to repeat, is to defend that Stanley Cup. I mean, when's the last time a team has won Stanley Cup back-to-back? Is it still the Detroit Red Wings in the late 90s? I could be wrong, but yeah, Detroit in the late 90s. I mean, you saw the Pittsburgh Penguins and Detroit go to the Stanley Cup Finals in consecutive years, but, one team won it one year, the other team won it the other year. So to defend your Stanley Cup, that is a very tough thing to do, and that would be like a modern day dynasty for New York. Yeah, you'd want to win like 3 or 4 to get that dynasty, but still, back-to-back Stanley Cups in the modern age, that is a very, very significant milestone, and that would be a nice goal to set, right? We can have an even better regular season, try to win the President's Trophy this year, and win the Stanley Cup, and that would give us an unprecedented amount of hardware in 2 years. A Stanley Cup, a President's Trophy, and a defense of that Stanley Cup again. That would be quite nice. An energy drink company is offering you $10,000. That's it, $10,000 to General Zod to do a radio advertisement on a local radio station. The only downside is the drink is not very well liked. Your fans and teammates may disapprove. Ew, I hate that drink. I'm passing on this one. General Zod does not do anything like that. Get out of here with your damn endorsements. If you want to give me an endorsement, give me a $1 billion endorsement, all right? Maybe I'll cave in there. I'll sell out for that. Good to see your face again after these past few months. So I guess I got my date with the Stanley Cup. Not even a picture or anything. Damn it. Bare bones, EA. Bare bones. Shortly, we will be heading into the preseason, and you'll be meeting your teammates from the New York Rangers and Hartford Wolfpack organizations. Oh, are you kidding me? The coach will fill you in on the plans for the roster? I'm on the first line, baby. Don't worry, we already have you penned in for the pro roster. But over the next few games, we'll be putting all the players through the paces to see who's good enough to play for the New York Rangers this year. Those that don't make the grade will stick with the Hartford Wolfpack for a while still. All right, so there's really nothing, eh? We're all the way up in preseason already. See, this is what I'm talking about. I do not want to play any preseason games in this video. I want to leave that for the next one. How excited do you think the fans are to see Ryan McDonagh return from injury? Okay. Yeah, you know what? The fans are going to go nuts. There you go. Teammates didn't like that. What, did I make fun of him by accident as well? Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to. All right, so here we go. Year 3. Really not much to do. So I want to put that to you guys. What should we do with General Zod? I could still ask for a trade, but I don't mind trying to win that President's Trophy and try to defend that Stanley Cup. I haven't been named captain, apparently, either, even though my management, teammates, and fans are all up at 100. Whatever. Maybe I'm still not one of the best players on the team. Is there any way I can look at the team's lineup from here? I don't think I can. Kind of sucks. Player growth. I'll actually see the player growth. I only have a few 100 player growth for every category, so not much that we can do right there. Coach feedback. Yeah, we'll check out our... Yeah, we'll do this. Our new expectations for the year. Hockey shot, career performance. Career performance, can we look at our legend milestones? Yeah, milestones, we got to get that still. We'll get that. Season expectations. All right, so you have to get a plus-minus of +9 or higher. I think we can do that. With your style of play, we are looking for at least 81 hits. I think I can do that. I had like 200 hits in the playoffs. I think I can get 81 over 82 games. We are hoping to see 67 shots from you. We'd be happy if you added 15 points to the team. Such low expectations for Johnny General Zod, the Snipe Forcer, after that amazing year. God damn. Whatever. Career statistics. Yeah, there you go. But let's see my career playoff stats now. There you go. I'm a beast in the playoffs, man. 27 games played, 29 points. I can't wait to get that number up. If only Colorado wasn't so shit, I'd have 2 sets of playoff stats now. Endorsements. Do I still have? Yeah, I'm still on the billboard in New York City for Verizon. That's good enough, I guess. Trade request? No, I'm not going to request a trade. My pro. League news. You know what? We'll check out some transaction reports here. Yeah. See if any crazy trades here. Player pick and trading. There you go. All right. All in the NHL. We'll see. What? Can I not... transaction news. Can I not just go to all... Hang on. I should have been able to go to all teams. Maybe I have to go this way. Hang on. All the way. All teams. There you go. Jeez. They have the AHL in there as well. Come on. All teams. All right. So player pick and trading. Rob Regier went to Detroit. I'm just going to look for the big names, all right? Well, there's a first round pick. Oh, that's it. Okay, that was all that happened in free agency in the offseason. Or maybe I skipped it too far that it doesn't remember it now because we started in the new year. Yeah, maybe this trade has just happened right here. Oh, well, whatever. All right. Is there anywhere I can take a look at my lines? Team news. View lines. There you go. NHL. All right, so they got me on the first line still. You know what? We got our it's our preseason lines right now. That's why Derek Stepan's not there. You know, you got the preseason lines. Broussard's on the first line, so you can't even really check it right now. All right. Team reports, jersey numbers. Am I the captain just yet? Number 14. Oh, I can change my. No, we're staying at number 14. Still not an alternate or captain. Kind of makes me angry, but that's okay. And stats, nope. League news, there's nothing really else to check, is there? Nope. All right, so I'll put it to you guys. What do you guys want to see in the future with General Zod? I'd like to see one more year here in New York just to see if we can win that President's and defend that Stanley Cup. But if they don't honor us with the captaincy after year 2, I think it might be time to find another team, become the captain from day 1, and lead that shitty team to a Stanley Cup, all right? But first things first, I think we should try to have another great year here in New York. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next video.